Good afternoon and welcome back to Wild Wednesdays once again, and this time kind of under the sea for this week's festivities. So let's talk a bit about sharks. I know a lot of people are interested in that, and we have here Amy, curator of the aquatics here, and she knows quite a bit about sharks, I imagine.
Some. I've been doing this for about 20 years.
It's a long time. Well, how many sharks do you have here and what kinds?
So we have a sandbar shark, we have one in here, we have a zebra shark, we have two bonnethead sharks, and we also have two wobbegong sharks in here.
Very nice. Good spread of sharks there. Now, one thing I was interested in is noticed you feeding them earlier up there. What keeps the sharks from eating the other fish in the habitat?
So we have diets made up for them. We do know exactly how much they require every week to keep them satisfied. We do have to change this throughout the year. They do sometimes, during certain months, want to eat more. They also do have different preferences of what we're feeding them. So we have to be on top of how they're reacting every feed. If we see a decrease, we'll kind of like reevaluate, and then we'll also just try and change up the types of food that we feed them and just see if we get a different reaction from them.
Well, as far as sharks go, they're obviously predators, that's what they do, but they do tend to kind of get a bad rap, I feel, and as an expert on sharks, do you agree with that?
They do get a bad rap. They are the top apex predator out there in the oceans. They have a role out there. They're very important. They kind of help with keeping the balance of other species in check. But sometimes they do confuse things. They run into humans. We are encroaching on their habitat a lot more. We're in the oceans, we're out swimming. And especially when the water is a little bit murky, they can't see as well. They can see, but they use all these other sensory organs to like locate food. But they use their mouths a lot to discover
feel
things.
things.
Yeah, so they're gonna, like, they run into something. Oh, there's 7 right now. They'll use their mouths and they'll actually kind of, bite something. And then what happens is these guys have sharp teeth, and unfortunately, you're gonna get cut, you're gonna bleed. But a lot of sharks will go away. They realize, oh, that's not what I would normally eat. So you also have a lot of humans. We're doing a lot of more aquatic hobbies. We're doing scuba diving, snorkeling, and we get a little too close to them. So you have to be careful, respect the animals when you're out there around them.
Well, they're doing a lot of work here to make sure that there's always some interesting habitat or animal for you to come see, so I highly recommend you do that. But that'll do it for us today here on Wild Wednesday. We'll see you next time.
This week's Wild Wednesday is brought to you by Rainforest Carwash and the Mississippi Aquarium.